All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're taking a close look at a truly brilliant kitchen innovation, maximizing your air fryer using an ingenious vertical skewer solution. If you're someone who loves efficiency and getting the absolute most out of your everyday tools, this is going to completely change the way you look at countertop cooking. We're going to break down exactly how a simple shift in geometry literally multiplies your cooking capacity. So let me start by asking you kind of a fundamental question. How exactly do you cook a dozen skewers in a tiny drawer? It's the universal limitation of standard drawer-style air fryers, right? You've got this fantastic convection cooking power, a device capable of making incredible meals, but you are just so severely limited by the lack of floor space. Usually trying to bulk cook things like kebabs ends up ruining the meal because you just can't fit enough in without stacking them in this messy pile. And honestly, that defeats the entire purpose of air frying. You basically end up steaming the food rather than crisping it.
Well, here is the brilliant answer to that problem. Someone literally just flipped the script. Notice the person in the ribbed white sweater here, carefully lowering a highly specialized, multi-tiered metallic rack straight down into the deep black basket of the air fryer. This really represents a fundamental shift in how we approach the appliance. It's this perfect little marriage of culinary desire and mechanical ingenuity.
Section 1. The Horizontal Dilemma.
Think about it. Air fryers are essentially deep buckets. They give you a ton of volume, but traditional cooking tells us to lay our food flat. Think about the old, super frustrating way you'd try to cook skewers. You might be able to lay just 3, maybe 4 flat against the basket floor before you instantly run out of surface area. But by changing the orientation to vertical suspension, we're no longer fighting that limited floor space. We are finally fully utilizing the appliance's vertical depth, turning empty air into highly productive cooking zones.
Section 2. Engineering vertical space.
Okay, so how is this stainless steel rock actually constructed to solve our horizontal dilemma? Well, it really comes down to 3 key components: a central lifting handle, an outer hanging ring, and individual skewer hooks. Pay close attention to that central loop being pinched by the user's fingers. That isn't just a simple handle. It's a precisely engineered mechanism for safe, perfectly balanced extraction. Because you lift from the exact center of gravity, the entire circular payload stays completely stable when you're moving it in and out of a hot basket. There's no tipping, no sliding around.
And the loading process itself is ingeniously simple. Step 1. Load up your skewers out on the counter. Step 2. Hook each one individually onto that outer ring. And step 3, lower the whole shebang right in via that central handle. Look at how gravity perfectly suspends those vertically hung skewers. Because they hang straight down, they stay perfectly aligned and spaced out. And hey, in an air fryer, spacing is everything. This precise separation allows for maximum unobstructed hot air circulation around 360 degrees of every single piece of food.
Section 3. The culinary application. Now let's take a look at the preparation on the skewers themselves. We've got this vibrant, alternating pattern going on, cubed raw meat interspersed perfectly with bright green peppers and chunks of orange vegetables. But this isn't just about making it look pretty. It actually serves a highly functional cooking purpose. By breaking up the denser proteins with those differently shaped, moisture-rich vegetables, you are actually maximizing the exposed surface area. The hot convection air can just dive right between the ingredients, resulting in a perfectly even, consistent roast. And to prove this actually translates from theory to delicious reality, just look at the perfectly browned final result resting on that small white plate on the counter. Beautifully cooked meat on a bed of fresh lettuce with a slice of lemon and a dark berry, it is the ultimate proof of concept, showing exactly what this vertical engineering is capable of producing in a real-world kitchen. Which kind of leaves us with a final, fascinating question to ponder today. What other everyday appliances can we completely rethink? I mean, if a simple, cleverly designed wire rack can drastically multiply the capacity of an air fryer just by changing the orientation of the food from horizontal to vertical, what else in our homes are we using totally inefficiently? I challenge you to look at your standard kitchen gadgets this week and try to imagine new, structurally efficient ways to use vertical space. Sometimes the most groundbreaking innovations aren't digital or electronic. They're just a wonderfully clever shift in perspective. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep questioning the everyday, and I can't wait to